Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Casamondo. And Casamondo previously asked how I choose the questions for the vlog. This week he asks how I choose the backgrounds that I use in the vlog. And for those who are not aware, the majority of the backgrounds in the vlog are accomplished using a green screen, which allows me to put in any background that I would like. Now, I do sometimes still film using an actual location. For example, the Egyptian bas-relief that we talked about a few vlogs back. And sometimes I'll do it in the garden or various other places, but most commonly I use the green screen. One of the reasons for this is that I usually record them late at night because there are no noises to make it difficult to do the recording. And the lighting is under my control when I use the green screen, and I'm not in danger of waking other people in the household. So these are some of the reasons I use the green screen, but there's another reason as well, which is just as important. When I first started doing the vlog 5 years ago, I lived in a very old, very elegant building with some very interesting architectural features, and I filmed right there in my apartment. And it was quite interesting just by itself. Later, I started filming the vlog in the World of Witches Museum, which offered many interesting backdrops. But when I left Salem and moved to Chicago, I found myself living in a lovely but architecturally unexceptional apartment. And the walls were basically white with a nice gray woodwork, and you can see some of the vlogs from that period show these actual walls. But I really wanted to have some more of the diversity of background that I had previously had, so I started working with the green screen. I also wanted to learn how to use it more successfully because I really had not at that point had a lot of experience with it. And I started introducing various green screen backgrounds. And how do I choose those backgrounds? Well, there are of course two questions there. How do I choose what can be used as a background, and how do I match it to a particular question? Most of the backgrounds are simple patterns that you might see on a wall. Others include features you might see on a wall, such as a door or a picture. And some are much more complex. Many of them are simply patterns that I have found. Others are artwork that I have created through photo collage. And they represent a wide range of possibilities. And I match them to different questions based partly on the subject matter of the question. For example, if it deals with ancient Egypt or the ancient world in general, I might use one of the ancient Egyptian backgrounds. But more commonly, I match it according to the clothes that I'm wearing. If I'm wearing browns, for example, I probably will not use the blue background, where if I'm wearing blue or gray, I'm more likely to. Some of the backgrounds that I use actually come from those earlier places where I filmed. For example, I still use backgrounds that are still photographs from the museum, and I also have others that have been created just for the purpose of using as backgrounds. So that's basically where I get them and how I choose them and why I use them. So I hope you find that interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from witchschool.com. Are you looking for the best in pagan and magical education? With more than 12,000 pages, witchschool.com is like having your own personal library with individual learning assistants to help you study. And Witch School's Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere education system is available any place on Earth, anywhere you are and anytime you want it, as long as you have an internet connection. Witch School's lifetime memberships are a great value. They really do last a lifetime. They've been there for years and they'll be there for years to come. So get your membership today at witchschool.com.